Zuanites of the world, good evening, or wherever it is, whatever it is in your time zone. It's time for Doki Doki Literature Club. The bestest club. Anyway, this is where we were last. Let's do that. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Oh, okay. Neat. Who should I show my poem to next? Neat. Hey, 2X. I remember you from somewhere. I don't remember which stream though. Anyway, I'm a little bit tired. Not too tired to play this, but like I'm a bit tired because my grandma just had me help her with the bed that she cleaned. And also, the thumbnail for this was too big again, so I had to do that in the 10 minutes that I had. But I'm good now. And hey, Yura, I haven't seen you in a long fucking time. What's up? Anyway, fucking, Yuri, why not? Let's see what you've written for today. Doki and Subnautica are my favorite games. Neat. Ooh. I don't know if this means she doesn't like it or she likes it. Well done, Zuan. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Neat. Eh? It's nothing. DDLC. Did I put that wrong somewhere? Oh, well, I'll have to look at later. Yeah, The Walking Dead was one of my favorite games. It sucks that Telltale is shutting down before they're even gonna bother finishing Season 3. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Yeah, Season 4. That's what I meant. You can tell how invested I am in that series. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see in your mind. Neat, that's poetic as fuck. Hey, Matter Mad Dog. Or Matter Ma Dog. I like Matter Ma Dog more, so I'll say that. You're now Matter Ma Dog. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Why the hell not? Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. God damn it, it's in cursive again. Okay. Let's see if I can understand all of it. God damn, it's long. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Should I do this in her voice or my regular voice? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of my consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, what the fuck is that word? An urge. The moon incapacitates its phase and reflects that much moonlight off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. And the Natsuki has the lolly voice, and my lolly voice is just annoyingly high-pitched. And, sorry to see you go, 2X. I'll see you, next stream. Bye-bye. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic the fuck is this word? Pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. No, Natsuki has have a tsundere voice. The lolly voice is for Kana. I don't know who Kana is, but, okay. Oh, thank you, Madder Dog. I'm happy to hear that. Speaking of that, I love how much we've grown since I came back from my hiatus. I wish I would have started out doing live streams, because it's funner and it seems this attracts more people. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Kana is the best lolly anime character. Oh, so she's not in Doki Doki? I can see that. Actually, no, it is, because you told me to voice her that way. Or did you mean something else? Fuck, oh well. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's correct. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. You feed raccoons? It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. 28/9/18. It's actually the 27th. Or actually, no. You said you live in France? I don't know what day it is in France. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. 15/32/19. Don't know what... Okay. Why do I keep them to yourself? Why don't you keep them to yourself? Because... they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Zuan? To be honest, not really. I'm an incredibly open person. Like, I have very few fucking secrets. And they're all secrets I keep just from certain people. The others I'll tell everyone else about except those certain people. Well, yeah, I guess I do. If you mean secrets just from certain people. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it is difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. It's alright, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Her voice is actually fun to do. Anyway, let's do Natsuki next. The cute, the small girl. Well, it's not terrible. But it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Hey! Friday, 28th September 2018 at 3 p.m. Okay then. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. I feel like I'm accidentally doing a different voice. I think I'm accidentally doing, like, middle-aged can I see your manager voice? I'm gonna try to do better. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Ah, my fucking hair. Ow. Yeah, well, guess if you've been guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Wait, who's she talking about again? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. Can you do Elmo's voice? And now, I'm Elmo! That's my best Elmo voice. If you can't tell, I don't remember what it is by heart. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. Oh, she's talking about Sayori. You could say that we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Thanks. Here. Okay, let's see what this is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. That's okay, I guess. It's a little bit of a dick thing, though. Maybe. Or maybe I just don't get... Fuck it, let's continue. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Well, I think I'm getting the theme of this poem. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh yeah, I definitely get the message of this poem. Let's see if my character does though. He probably won't. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that this was the best that I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with similar analogies. And it helps people realize... Exactly. I like spiders. I like spiders. We all like spiders. Long cup. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. I wonder what she was talking about, but I guess we'll never know. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby, or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes that you're afraid to, if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. I barely have any friends, so that's not really a concern with me. Or at least any real-life friends. And online friends are way less judgmental than real-life friends. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. Yes! This. I think people really need to learn learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, you're my new favorite character. Huh, that's funny. No, fuck you, me. Yuri wrote about something similar today. She did? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Oh, definitely. Spiders are cool, but the haters are bad. Yes. The haters are a big gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Alright, neat. Now the last one is Monica. I don't remember what voice I did for her. Hi again, Zuan. How's the writing going? This one's kinda high-pitched, kind of relaxed, I guess. Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. The violence is useless. Be friendly with everyone, help them, talk to them, and play with them. 666. Yes, absolutely. Violence is bad, also fucking Satan. Because why the hell not? Aha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Ellipses. Alright. I like this one. I think that Monica will like everything. Because, like, in the notebook thing, her character isn't around. It's just Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. But I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. I don't know what that symbol is called. I'm aware of it, but I don't know what it's called. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Oh fuck yeah, let's see it. Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, poison, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a venal on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Ooh. Huh. This is one long-ass piece of paper, now that I think about it. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I was gonna say something about it, but I forgot. Oh well. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It almost feels like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Are you breaking the fourth wall? Wait a minute. Neutrons are firing. She just broke the fourth wall, and at the end of her poem, it said, "Load me." And I know at some point in this game, it starts to get, like, disturbing. That's what I've heard. It slowly gets more and more disturbing. So is she going to, like, is she going to, like, glitch out and be, like, breaking the fourth wall and shit, and, like, try to escape the game or something? I feel like that's what's going to happen. Shush. She said nothing. I feel like that's what it might be. Best food sushis. Best young streamer. Thanks. I am bestest. Best waifu. A bunch of Japanese people, and Earth-chan. I remember Earth-chan from a Lost Pause video from a long time ago. Also the internet. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, she's probably gonna be like this is probably gonna end up being like what the fuck is that game from a while ago? That was like a dating simulator, but like you could get two endings, and at one ending she took over your computer because she herself was a virus. Like, not a hacker making viruses. The person you were talking to was actually the virus. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the rim. Is this about the festival? Ooh, there's a festival. Oh, it's not about that. Or that's not going to happen, you mean? Okay. Well, sort of. Oh yeah, I just remembered the festival they talked about in the last part. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. No one reads pamphlets. That's a bad decision. If you give someone a pamphlet, it's not... There's a 75% chance it's never going to be read, and it's just going to go into the trash when they get home. Because they're not going to throw it in the trash while they're there, because they don't want you to feel bad. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it yet already. We're going to be performing. Performing? I mean, performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. This sounds lit. I dig it. Why the fuck do I stutter so much? Each of us is going to choose. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let. Fuck. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare it ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. I want to see it. Let me see it. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Well, shit, I'll do it. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where you're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. If they just started letting other people see their poems, then what was this club like before I showed up? I guess it's kind of overlooked that. Drugs are bad, ad are bad, joy is good. Yes, that is why none of my videos are monetized. Also the fact I don't trust YouTube. So, I'm sorry. Ellipses! But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? Let's see if this poetic shit will get to them. Hopefully it will, because I like this idea. To inspire them to find the same feelings, the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. Can I give you a virtual hug? Sure, why the hell not? That was good hug. I put my hands around my webcam and leaned forward. That's the best kind of hug. To inspire them and to find the same feelings that you brought here into the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Ellipses again! Ellipses. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Oof. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. Fuck yeah. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Ellipses. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Ellipses. Oh no, god damn it, I keep forgetting that does that. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! The club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! What? It's just each other. Why are you scared now? Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. So Yuri's just like a ball of happiness. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook for the specific poem she has in mind for herself. I want to do the poem I made on the first day, because everyone liked that one. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her reflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Oh fuck yeah. She's experienced. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? Yeah, depressed people are really happy. Wait, what? Is that a reference to something I said earlier, or... I don't get it. Matter, my dog, help me get it. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. You sure fucking did. Awesome. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, that's different. Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quite quickly over to the podium. I can't read that middle emoji, and never mind, it got retracted. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. Oh wait, no. You can do it, Yuri! It's called... After Image of My Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Yeah, because the depressed people usually put on a fake happy attitude so people won't think that they're depressed. Oh, you're talking about that. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with the perfect timing. How long is this poem? God damn. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Liopsi Dabut? Yes, absolutely, Yura. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Hey, I like how they made it look like she ran instead of, like, fading out like it normally does. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing! Ellipses. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then! So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Am I gonna be last? It's not giving me like a decision, so I think I'm gonna end up being last. This one's called My Meadow. Ahaha! Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, but it'll still come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimfully cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Zuan liked it. Well, I pretty much like everyone's poems. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of this poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do that in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Zuan. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Zuan lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Oh, that's mean. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. Read the first one. I guess I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. No, read the first one, goddammit! I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Well, why are you all looking at me? God damn it, Natsuki. Monica was the only one who was chill during this. Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Does it say what state my brain is? When I heard it called that, it makes me think suicide immediately. Yeah, this would be more fitting if it was from Yuri. The title of that poem. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Wait for what? The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, wasn't it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, you kinda have to be in the festival. Oh, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite your poem in front of other people? Back up! Nani? That's the only other anime reference I know. Like I said before, I think I'm the only person who attempted to become an otaku and then failed. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Yeah, that does kind of make sense. If you don't know people and you think you're never going to talk to them again, I can see why, like, you're gonna be less embarrassed than if you're doing it when you talk to someone, like, if you do it to someone you speak to regularly. YouTube deleted my message if I use the emoji P. Really? I wonder why. I need to go into the settings and, like, I think that there's, like, words that are, like, automatically put in there as, like, blacklisted, because I've had problems with that from other people. So I'll have to look at the blacklist, because there's probably stuff in there that's, like, put in as soon as you start live streaming. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry too much. You won't have to worry much to worry about the festival. What the fuck did I just say? Oh well, let's keep going. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem to get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. Well, I mean, that's kinda plagiary. Unless you tell them it's not your poem, I guess. If you cite the source, it's slavery. It's not, what the fuck is it called? It's the other word for piracy, plagiarism. I guess if you give the source, it's not plagiarism, I think. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. It also makes me sit on a desk. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. What day is it today? Alright. I stand up. Oh, thank you. That reminds me, I did make a Patreon. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. And I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Hey, I'm cool with it. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Well, I mean, if whoever he lives with is, or maybe he lives alone. It's never brought up anything about, like, parents or anything. It's okay, Zuan. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Aw, you're not even gonna say goodbye to them? I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Ellipses. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. Oof. Does she like me? In the love way? So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? I mean, sure, why the hell not? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. Why can't I do both? Fuck, why do you have to... Is it... What do I pick? Guys, help me. I would do... I would do both up until the point where we have to divert paths to go to our own homes. Does she live, like, the closest near me? Whichever one lives the closest to near me, I guess. Fuck. I'm kinda tempted to say Sayori. Do A. Really? I'm kinda tempted to say Sayori. 50-50. Do a 50-50. How the fuck does... Actually, that makes sense. I just now got what you meant. Okay. So, you know, let's put that in the empty slot there. How do we go back? Oh, return. Okay. We'll say Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But... she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Zuan. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating speculating something that's never going to happen? Oh, that was me saying that. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright, is it poem time? Neat, it's poem time. Okay. Fucking Jumpy. Let's make her like it a bit, since she didn't like my last one. Would it be Clumsy? Oh, that's her. Okay, poof. Neat. Now, her. Chocolate? Neat. Amazing. Now, where's the different one? There. Fucking Ribbon. Who's that? Neat, that's you. Ooh, Inferno is her. Adventure is, fucking Sayuri. What the fuck is Parfait? Isn't that a kind of food? Oh, neat. Who is Shiny? Ooh, that's her. Okay, I gotta do, Sayuri again. Friends? Neat. Now, Pain. Oh, that's unexpected. Okay. Empty. Why are you, okay. Okay, I gotta get her to like it, so she enjoys it. Extreme? That's the only ones I could think of. Neat. Okay, I got her twice. What about Pure? Neat. Oh, I get it, because she's a lolly. A lolly tsundere. Kawaii! Huh. Okay. Now Sayuri again. Together? Neat. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. Aha! You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Oh shit, that reminds me of, like, the last day of 8th grade. They set out, like, tables and shit, and they had food, and they pretty much just let us all run wild outside. And that day was fucking amazing. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Am I Momo? Isn't that like the creepy picture that I forgot about until you just mentioned it? Yes. Secretly, I am a creepy picture lady. Monica, do they usually have fried salad? Fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. It is Japan. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Oof. Because! Yes, the stupid with creepy picture. Yeah, I am that. It's right in your name! Mon-Ika. I don't get it. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ellipses question mark? Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Neat. Sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Hey, sorry. That's kind of a bad habit of mine, too. Especially, like, right when I wake up in the morning. Like, does this happen to you guys? As soon as I wake up and sit on the edge of the bed, my brain immediately explodes. And I can't get up in, like, 5 minutes. don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Yeah, is everything alright? That's a bit different for you. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I think she's starting to have some feelings about what I said yesterday. This is a dating simulator, after all. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big old fake smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they're preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Zuan, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm the one asking you, Zuan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about her about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? Oof, 12 p.m. 2 minutes. Sorry if you can't stay up the entire time. But, like, this is the schedule that works best for me, because, you know, school and all that. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing up with the person with the person of interest. Bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Zuan. I did not... My character seriously did not piece that shit together. I pieced that shit together fucking right as it started. No, 12 a.m. Or 0 a.m. Okay, I guess. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Oh, goddammit, I'm a fucking dumbass. Well... I probably shouldn't say too much, but... Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's always been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Why the fuck am I not piecing this shit together? Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it's always been. You're so funny, Zuan. Have you thought of anything that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ellipses. Oof. Yeah, that makes sense. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. And it's now midnight in France. What the fuck? Why the fuck is shit falling off my shelf? It's not supposed to be happening. I'll fix that later, though. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. Baka. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Jeez! Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. Oh, okay. See you later, Yura. I was happy to have you around. Have a nice night in, how do you say France in French? I think it's foirie or some shit. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. Oh wait, that was her saying that. Oh well. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. Okay, it's just called France in French. Okay. We'll have a nice night in the land of baguette. And, tall buildings of metal. Nah, I'm probably making... I already read that. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Bye, and enjoy your time with Sayori. Alright, thanks. Nighty-night. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. Not in this scenario. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not that important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought about it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah. Oof. This is going places. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already. Yeah. Alright, let's read. Let's read some manga. Ellipses. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Neat. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Oof. Okay, let's do Natsuki first, because Sayori wanted me to leave her alone for a bit. So, Natsuki. Ellipses! This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. Well, I mean, I put shit in that you liked. I tried to make it so that it appealed to you the most. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No! Gross! Hey, that's mean. It's not like I care. Baka. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Oh, that's mean. Well, then again, she did call me gross. Gah! Oh, no, that was me. Gah! Natsuki's elbow connects to my stomach. Oh, that's what produced that noise. Okay. Oh? Maybe I won't mind. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Don't hurt me, please. Your tsundere ass. Oddly realistic drawn smile ass. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ahaha. Ellipses. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just wash my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Alright. I'll be your beach. That's... The way that appeared in my brain. It was not a nice way of appearance of the not lewd. Alright, fuck it. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of trouble and fears that diminished your that diminished your wonder over the years. Oh, that's what that meant. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought had left you long ago. Go down to the bottom. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in your sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you pressed your lips to mine. Oof. I feel like she wrote that specifically towards me. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, you're your own beach, your own escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. Oh, fuck yeah. That was neat. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Neat. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, people drown. People get bitten by sharks and stung by jellyfish. A lot of people like to dispose of dead bodies in the ocean. And sometimes they wash ashore. So that's some negative things about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well... It's only because what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same... After Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic to have us both write about, or whatever. You can you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. Well, I guess mine ending up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yeah. Let's do, Yuri next, and then we'll do Sayori and then Monica. Or should we do Sayori first? Let's do Sayori. Ellipses. This is your best one so far. Oh shit, thanks. It's really, really nice, Zuan. Thanks. Ellipses. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? Natsuki's probably going to torment her. Ow. The fucking long-ass hair. It's stuck in my hand. No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Zuan? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah? Yes, I'm the last one. Neat. What's up, Matter, my dog? Ah. I hurt my arm a bit. Oh well. I guess you're the one who likes who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. Why'd the music get sad? Will you cut your hair? It will probably get cut, but not of my own volition. Like, my grandparents are the type of people that you live with that, like, they won't allow me to like, do anything that could be perceived as feminine. So if it gets too long, then they just have it be cut, and I have no choice in the matter. Even if I think it looks fucking shit, which the last time I think it did. I forgot which livestream you can watch to see what that looked like. But anyway, yeah, I thought it looked like shit. They liked it, and my choice and my opinion doesn't matter in that situation. So, nah, fuck my life, I guess. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. Oh wait, that's me. I still understand I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you sometimes have to put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? Did she just space out again? Did you even listen? Oh wait, she's tearing up. She did listen. No. Zuan, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Because you are waifu. Not really, but still. Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself to put on a smile. It's nothing, Zuan. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Oh? Oh well. Okay. See you around, Sayori. It was nice having you around, being around, and existent. And, probably liking me. No, definitely liking me. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Alright, let's talk to Yuri next. That was neat. Ellipses. Her voice is the funnest to do, though. Well done, Zuan. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. I wonder what would happen if I just made a poem that, like, appealed to one person specifically. If there are different endings, then, like, no, yeah, this is a dating simulator. There's most likely going to be several different endings. Do you guys want me to try to get all of the endings? Because I can do that. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying, sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would this whole thing would be a chore. Yes. Alright, I'll do that. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all of the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Zuan? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say how I say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid or disappointing you in some way or another. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Ellipses. Yuri thinks for a good minute. If someone... Never mind. I was about to ramble off into a rant that you guys don't care about. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. That's not what I fucking meant at all. I think I accidentally said at all. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I want to hear the rant. Alright. Well, I don't like it when people say for a minute when they're actually talking about a few seconds, because when someone says for a minute, I think about like an actual minute instead of a few seconds. And when you think about it, a minute can be long as fuck. Like, count to 60 right now. You're not gonna finish because it sucks and it takes a long time. Or at least in your brain it takes a long time. So yeah, that was short rant from Zuan. Yeah. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Oof. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Okay, time for some cursive. Beach. Oh fuck. Not only did they write with a similar style, but they also wrote about probably the same goddamn thing. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, when the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray falling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest would to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at you some foundations until you give in? Or on will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we will still build sand castles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my foes squish into my hand, into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode in the sand. Drift forward, and return to the earth. Return to the earth forevermore. Part of this sounded like tentacle hentai, but neat. They wrote about the same goddamn thing. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. Oh, she wanted you guys to. Oh, okay. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good... Excuse me. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, now we just got Monica. I feel kind of bad for Monica. Monica's the last one every single day. Although, I don't think she will care, though. Because, like, her icon isn't in the notebook thing. Hi, Zuan. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing. Performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thoughts. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Ellipses. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But as you spend a lot of time with her, even in this... Oh, but you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone else. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. Oh, maybe she does care a little bit that she's never been the first one, or that she's always the last one. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting any pressure on you or anything. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright then. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Long one. The lady who knows everything. I have no fucking water, goddammit. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. I think I cut my finger on the edge of the desk. Ow. Fuck. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. First of all, that lady would be depressed as fuck. If you know all of the things, then there's no use to go, you know, do shit. If you already know all of the things. It's kind of like that quote that said, like, once science discovers all that can be discovered, it will be a very sad day for humanity. Because that means, like, there's nothing left to go out and find out and explore and shit. Because everyone knows what's already out there. Anyway, back to the poem. Lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little help, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Oh shit, I like this one. That's a good one. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give my life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was just, but it was kind of my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? That's exactly what I said. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. She is a glitch person. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share about your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? This sounds more like you're talking like you're in an advertisement on television. Are you too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? I was about to continue it, but how it works is it's supposed to ask another question. Oh well. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything you enjoy and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I did not listen. But okay. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. A Discord server, because I said PP in a meme. Oh yeah, what do you want her to say? I thought she went off to go urinate. Whoa. Stream's offline. God damn it, why does Doki Doki Literature Club do that? It only does that on this. Video output low. Damn. I'm sorry, but that's out of my control. I don't know how to fix that. Or... It looks like it's doing okay. Or, actually, no, that's not what I meant. It doesn't look like that at all. Yeah, video output low. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I wonder why Doki Doki Literature Club does that. Oh well. It's out of my control, so I guess the only thing I can do is continue. It just cut off, but I have to reset my vid. Okay. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Oh, that was me saying that. And it said stream offline. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to fix that. Like I said, that's out of my control. Although it's... The thing is green again, so I think it's good now. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked a time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Whoosh? What the fuck is this word? Oh, that's who. That still doesn't understand. I still don't understand. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so... Okay, way to ignore my fucking question. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, ellipses, question mark. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Poor Yuri. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Yeah, you made my favorite poem today. Or was that her? Actually, no, I think that was Monica. Ellipses! Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. What the fuck? Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that leaves you, Zuan. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if I don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Zuan may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. I stuttered too fucking much for this. For doing voices and having to read. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Zuan to... Well, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Zuan to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Zuan, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looked straight at me. Fuck. but of course, I'm going to go with... Okay, I'm gonna leave Sayori to her devices, because she probably still needs some time alone. I'm probably not gonna go with Monika, just because I want to see what happens if, like... I kind of want to see what happens if I keep not giving her that much attention. As mean as that sounds, I think that she's gonna end up being the antagonist. So it's either gonna be Yuri or Natsuki. Who should I pick, guys? I like Natsuki more, but part of me wants to go be with Yuri. Because I think that's, if Yuri's the one setting up the atmosphere, then the atmosphere is going to be pretty dark. If you know what I mean. Then again, baking that many cupcakes is going to be a lot of fucking work. But also decorations would also be. God damn it, guys, help me choose. I kind of want to be with Natsuki, but Yuri would need the help. Madder Dog, are you still up? Are you still around? God damn it, video output low. Oh well, fuck it. Okay. Random one. The above one. Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. Yes. You came back just before... Actually, no, there's a delay. I should have looked at the... I should have looked at the actual chats. Oh well. Sorry if you were gonna say something else. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Yeah, baking does sound like a little bit of fun. Although that just makes it sound like she needed more help. Oh, look at her face! It's like a small shock. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway... You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. Aw. Ellipses. That's good. Don't say that! Or I guess if she's cool with it, that's good, but don't say it like that. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. I did the wrong voice. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Zuan? Me? I think it's gonna be lit. I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me! What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Ellipses. Ellipses! Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Wait, who was saying that? God damn it, I didn't read. Ellipses question mark? Oh, that was probably me. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Yeah, actually, why can't I help both? Like, why can't I help Natsuki on one day, and then help her on the other day? Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Ellipses. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. Ellipses, you didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah! Yeah! I really hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a little bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Still need to figure out plans for this weekend. Okay, I wasn't told that, though. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that is true. Yep, see? Yep, I am him. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. God damn it. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. That doesn't make it weird, having people's numbers. I don't know why that's seen as a relationship thing. Like, don't people have, like, their friends' phone numbers? I mean, like, as long as you're not just going up to strangers asking for phone numbers, then, like, I don't see a problem with it. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. Now that I think about it, I wonder how telephone numbers in Japan are different. They're probably not that different. Japan has more similarities with America than I think a lot of people think. It's probably because of, like, the Reconstruction shit after World War II. But anyway, this. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. And why my house? You're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? What if I don't have a good oven, or the equipment of making cupcake? I mean, I just figured out that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Goddamn, strict parents can be the fucking worst. Like my little rant I went on earlier about how my grandparents don't allow me to do anything that could be perceived as feminine. Fucking give me an embarrassing-ass haircut. Anyway, to this. I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. Baking does sound a bit fun. So you'd better look forward to it. Why are you living with grandparents if you don't mind? Because, my mom died in 2008, and my dad lives in, either Virginia, Tennessee, or North Carolina, which is the state I live in. But, like, don't act like like I'm going to cry if you talk about it. To be honest, I find that kind of annoying, when people think I'm gonna automatically start crying when talking about how, like, my mom is dead. Anyway, yeah, sad shit. So you'd better so you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act, like, in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. I'm pretty sure that's not the only reason. Sorry for your loss. Thanks, man. I forgot how old I was in that. I know that I was in kindergarten, so probably 5 or 6. Yeah, it happened in 2008, so I was 6. That's all it is, so... I mean, that's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading home. I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah, ellipses. Never mind. Alright, time to go home. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance to make things happen between us? Or is it too early for that? That, and also, Sayori also has feelings for us, maybe. So, probably don't want to go that deep just yet. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. By the way, I was told that there was no nudity in this game, and if there's nudity, I'm going to be angry. Nah. Fuck, there's hair in my mouth. It's already Sunday. Well, that was fast. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Oh, definitely. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double-check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. Oh shit. That's what I do, except I use emoticons instead of emojis. Maybe she's the right one for me. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Oof. Oh, here's another fantastically made picture. It's, like I said, it looks almost like a photograph. Like I said, this game, they should not be giving this game out for free. They deserve at least some kind of monetary income for all the hard work they put into this. Unless they're making money off of this some other way. But still, though, make it like $1 or $2 at least. You guys that made this game deserve it. They're probably never going to watch this fucking video. But still, though, if you watch it, you guys deserve that. I'm sure people wouldn't mind. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. I feel like I'm about to walk in on something terrible. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head out to her bedroom when I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Zuan. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. It doesn't look that messy. I mean, there's a panda and a bird and some dead, dying plants. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. Hey. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it all for... That's because I end up cleaning it for you. Oh, that was me talking. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing, after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Zuan. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have came here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me. Wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What is this rant? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayuri! I grab Sayuri by the shoulders. Oof. That's a little bit, well, they are really good friends. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayuri gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Zuan. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Zuan? She's been acting this whole time for us. Like Monica said. I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh fuck, that's not what I expected. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. Oof. That's kind of the depression I used to have, but it was way less intense. My depression was mostly triggered just by my nihilism. So that's kind of how similar it is, but it didn't go that fucking far. It's just like a bit of that, you know, a little bit of that self-hatred. And, you know, what is the meaning of life type shit. By the way, I'm no longer depressed. I'm good now. I forgot how I came over my depression. Is that what it's called when your depression ends? Coming over it? Someone tell me what that's called when your depression ends. Either way, ellipses. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this information from me that entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like you've betrayed me as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Zuan. Yeah, like you can't magically start being happy. Is that even what I said? Damn, I don't even pay attention to my own self. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Wait a minute, if she acts different around everyone else... Actually, no, she's not really acting different now that I think about it. She's just, like, talking about different shits. Yeah, that's it. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So, that's why. I know that feeling. You don't know what you have until it's gone. It's probably one of the worst things in the world. When, like, you let something go, and you want it back, but they won't give it back because you gave it to them out of your own free will. And it's something that you thought you didn't care about. That shit sucks real hard. Anyway, back to this. I feel like that's how I'm transitioning a lot. But that's because I just don't think you people care about my rants. You just want to watch the game. Anyway, let's do a sad. Let's all get real sad together. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. To torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Zuan. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. That's... Okay, then. Zuan. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm just really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. Even if it makes friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. The Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Zuan. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Zuan. Yeah, you've done quite a bit of damage. That's a lot of damage. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. Do you guys like my stale meme reference? Is it stale yet? I haven't seen that meme in a long time, so I think it might be stale. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in yourself, if you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have let me be selfish too. I don't get that logic, but okay. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Ellipses. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Zuan. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Oh wait, that was me saying that. Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. To think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel... No, don't. Yeah, don't cancel that. Natsuki's gonna be pissed. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. Yeah, a lot of times when someone's depressed like that and they want you to leave them alone, it's like, this shit ain't a movie. Like, if they want to be left alone, it's for a good reason. So leave them alone, because you don't know what they're going through. You understand, right? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to. Oh, that was me again. God damn it. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the door to let her in. Ellipses! Sep! Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. What do you guys think about school uniforms? I gotta have a mixed opinion about them. I can see how they're like a good idea and shit like that, but also like they should have like people should like let people be creative about like what they decide to wear and how they present themselves. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Oh, damn, I got a good-ass kitchen. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. I'm on the bridge on that one. Yeah, so am I. Natsuki's... Oh, I already read that. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Good thing I remembered it after what just happened. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at my house. Oh, okay. So I did that yesterday. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. What? Excuse me. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. It could be that... Fuck. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school, after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. We are currently inside the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Zuan? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bags Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Aha! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, you're strong as fuck for your arms being skinny as fuck. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Not while I'm carrying shit, goddammit. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. It does a little bit. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm not worth my size. To be honest, that'd be kind of fun. Like, you'd be able to do shits that bigger people won't be able to. Like I don't know, climb inside of shits you're not supposed to be climbing inside of. And that's the only thing I can think of. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think that you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Baka. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Aha. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a child. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean that you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. For what? I forgot what I did. Fuck. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate, too. But also, if that's what you were thinking, then you should know what you are... Then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. I've seen porn of people that look like you, so I know that there are people out there that are into people like you. Ellipses. Gross. That's so fitting to what I actually said. Hey. Is that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I I finally found your weakness, Zuan. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally, she starts putting things out of the out of her bag so we get started. Before lying, the whole kitchen is a mess. It doesn't look like it. You could have drawn that. Also, I don't get to do anything, control anything. Like there's no mini game. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Zuan, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, people can still pick their favorites. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? Well, I mean, if we have the icing to do it, then why the hell not? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. I mean, come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have a little fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking... It's not like baking is just following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just look at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Whatever she said. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expression. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl of icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do like that. Well, hey, I pretty much have a stick that I'm fucking rolling around in a bowl like a fucking... like someone from, like, the hunter-gatherer era. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl, tilt the bowl back. These voices, man, you really need to beat the crap out of it. Just beat the devil out of it. Stale memes. Actually, no, Bob Ross will never be stale. His afro prevents staleness. God damn it, I skipped that. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. The people are going to be eating that. I reluctantly start to do the same. God damn it. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. No, stop. She will fuck you up. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it in my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Just take your fucking finger and do like this. And then lick it. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger and before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches her face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight me back, but I grab that one as well. Oof. Hey, look, I'm white. That's, a thing has been revealed about my true identity. That sums us up to, like, isn't it like 20 to 30% of the whole population? I don't know. I haven't looked at anything like that in a long, long time ago, when I had a questionable worldview. Back when I was like fucking 13. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all of the time, you know. Saying dumb things to get a reaction out of me. I do that kind of a lot. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. That's some... That's exactly what I fucking meant! What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Zuan! You really shouldn't do that kind of... You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. I just thought of something. What if I put my name as something like my dude instead? My dude! You really shouldn't do that thing to girls. Let's keep going. I'm totally doing that when we try to get the other endings. I'm changing my name to my dude. By the way, I stole that from a meme I saw. A Legend of Zelda meme I saw. You know that, right? Ellipses. What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. For half a second I thought that said breasts. That's where my fucking brain is at the moment. God damn it, me. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Did I fall off of her? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh, fuck. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Oh, that was me saying that. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. As I watch Natsuki slide the cupcakes trays into the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. The icing that we had both of our unwashed hands in. Oh, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking love cupcakes. Hell, reading this is making me fucking hungry. As soon as Natsuki pulls opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in front of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. God damn it, I keep accidentally doing voices. The problem is I'm not looking at this. I'm actually a pro at baking and cooking. Oh, fuck yeah. Neat. I have no fucking idea how to cook. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Atsuki hands me some plastic bags. I know this strategy. You cut the end off. I have those nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one you can make the flowers. So we'll probably be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? Oh, fuck yeah, not carve. Write a fucking poem on the fucking... do that thing where, like, you put all of the cupcakes close together, so that the top, it looks like a cake. And then just, you know, write a poem on it in icing. We could make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. Nah, dude, my idea is better. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. Well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Atsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Do you just say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. God damn it, I should have picked up on that. Oh well, me. Atsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Atsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. Ooh, are we about to do the thing? Are we about to do the thing with the notebook, but instead of the notebook, it's cupcakes? When we're finally finished, Atsuki puts them all aside to admire our work. Oh, damn it. We get no mini-game. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? Why am I getting a phone call? Goddamn fucking telemarketers. I don't know anyone from fucking Chicago. Actually, I should have called them and, like, I don't know, prank them or some shit. That would have been a funny thing to have on the stream. God damn it. Oh well. I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Because, like, how my grandparents will do, if I eat something and then they make something afterwards not knowing that I ate something, then they'll get mad at me for not eating the thing that they made. And, ironically about that, I probably shouldn't say that, because it'll come off wrong. Okay, I'll just stop. I don't want to make them sound terrible, because context. My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. So yours the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping that we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Tell me I won't judge. Well, the thing about that is, I'm not scared about, like, you judging. I'm scared about, like, it's coming off wrong. Like, it coming off the way that I don't intend it coming off. And making them sound like terrible people. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have... It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Ooh, okay. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? We kinda did. I mean, you held her to the floor in a very rapey way. I don't know if that was a positive or negative thing. She is a tsundere. I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. My fucking nose itches. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me intensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Zuan. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Oof. What's about to happen? Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Oh, shit! What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against mine. I accidentally read that as breasts again. God damn it. I felt it. For a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Hi, Zuan. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Zuan. Just stopping by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Well, I mean, we can still hang out. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over to see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Physically. So that was a bad idea what I did earlier. Now that I reflect more on it, I was incredibly rapey. I'm not talking about licking it off her finger. I'm talking about like pinning her to the fucking ground. It makes me happy, really happy, that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Zuan? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. What the fuck is happening? Oh, she's heartbroken. Aw. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Don't fucking kill yourself. Actually, no, she's probably not, because she said that one of the things she worried about is people worrying about her. And that's, like, the ultimate way of, like, grabbing everyone's attention in a negative way. And, like, at that point, you can't do anything to fix your wrongdoing. So, yeah. Although still, don't kill yourself. This would be so much better. Oh, I already read that. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Zuan. If I wasn't here, then you would then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Huh? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden my mind is isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. Even if it takes an entire lifetime. I'm going to be by your side. Until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Zuan. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Huh? Are you talking about, like, your attraction to me? Like the crush thing? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Zuan. I like you so much that I want to die. That's not a sentence I expected to hear from anything. That's how I feel. And. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand into my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. A couch, a horror movie, and some popcorn. I was trying to get the last drops out of Long Cup. Oh well. Sayori. Oh, ooh. I want to go for this. Because I kind of have feelings for Natsuki. You'll always be my dearest friend. But then again, I don't want her to fucking kill herself. Okay, fuck it. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best, and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. She's gonna kill herself. Oh well. Is this what it feels like, to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Yes, make poems, not death. not self-death. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're always right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Zuan. I'll trust you with anything. Oh fuck, maybe that worked. Okay, maybe the other one is the suicide route. Or just the incredibly depressed route, because she actually does want things to go back to the way they were before. Or maybe she changes her mind after I say I love you. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out when we try to go and get the different endings. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching at her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. That's an incredibly bad decision in the middle of this suburban neighborhood. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Please don't kill yourself, Sayori. I'm left hopelessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay, it's the day of the festival. It's also time that I end the video, because it's almost been... I think this is a good part to end it. And it's been almost 3 hours. So, yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then please like and subscribe. And if you want notifications for when I start live streaming, then you can click the bell notifications. And also, I have a Discord, a Patreon, a Twitter, and a DeviantArt. So you can go like and watch and do the other things that you do to those things. And, yeah. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, Zuanite Army, as I've nicknamed you. I need to remember to say that more.